So let's test your guessing skills before we begin. Who do you think is older? Mr. Kohli on the left or Mr. Scriptwriter on the right? Let me tell you, they are both the same age. And as fellow Indians with similar genetics, both of these scenarios are possible for you as well. And if you really want, you can also be fit, agile and shredded like Mr. Virat Kohli, no matter what your age is, even if you don't like going to the gym and lifting weights, and if your favorite foods are fried chicken and chaat papdi, and you have no intention on giving them up, just like me. And still you want to end up looking like this. Wondering how? In the next few minutes, I'm going to be showing you how you can lose your hanging belly and get a shredded core like this or this in as less as the next 60 days, which will send your confidence levels through the roof. This simple method I'm going to be sharing with you today has been used to transform Instagram influencers, actors, models, and more than 1500 plus working professionals and entrepreneurs just like you successfully. And not just that, I have closely worked and applied the same simple approach I'm going to be sharing with you with some of the biggest startup founders, CEOs, CFOs in India right now, who I can't name because I've signed an NDA with them. I'm so confident of this method and how easily it can work for you, even if you have no knowledge about dieting or have never even set your foot at a gym. Hi, my name is Amitoj Singh, the founder and head coach at ASF Online, India's leading fitness mentorship service that has been successfully transforming working professionals and entrepreneurs since 2018. So let me ask you this. Are you simply fed up of your hanging belly, which never quite goes away no matter how much you try? The same belly that tires you so quickly that you can't even climb the stairs without gasping for breath. You can't even run a mile without huffing and panting. You can't even focus on your work because all day you feel fatigued, sluggish and lazy. Yes, the same hanging belly. And it's not been like that forever, because just a few years ago, you were not like that. You still wonder what went wrong after all these years that now you can't even recognize yourself. And that's not it. Do you also feel like your sex drive and love-making performance have also suffered after you gained all this belly fat? Have you also fallen prey to lifestyle diseases like diabetes, high cholesterol, hypertension and fatty liver that could perfectly have been in your control had you taken the right steps at the right time? Are you tired of trying different fat diets, magic fat burning workouts that promise a lot but never work and always get you back to square one from where you began, disappointed? But deep within you know that eating boiled bland foods and running mindlessly on cardio machines and wasting your hard-earned money on supplements is something you just can't do. If you've been agreeing to what I've said so far, congratulations. Today is the day your life changes completely. I'm going to completely flip it around 180 degrees, and that's a promise. Let me show you how. I'm going to be sharing with you a simple yet effective game-changing solution that will not just help you literally melt that stubborn belly fat, but will also make sure that you keep it off for the rest of your life. And for this, I will need 15 minutes of your complete attention. So get a notebook and pen before we move ahead. In 2019, me and my team discovered the most advanced yet simple game-changing solution that almost any Indian or NRI working professional or entrepreneur can use to kill their belly fat in record-breaking time. And it is so easy that we decided to name it the Incredibly Simple Program or the ISP, because it literally requires no extra effort from you. So you'll be learning what exactly works when it comes to losing belly fat and building muscle, specifically for the Indian body type, so that you can literally flip your fitness levels in just a few minutes. So if you've tried everything, yet nothing worked for you, and you're ready to give one final shot in complete seriousness, then I'm going to be holding your hand in this journey until you shock the world with your transformation, just like I did for these people. But why would I do that? Because I too was once just like you, and my lack of fitness caused me my everything, my family, my career, and my love life. Since then, it has been my dream to make sure that I transform as many Indian working professionals and entrepreneurs as possible, just like you, and make them see the happiest and strongest version of themselves. Because I too was once just like them. Yes, that's true. Not too long ago, I too was just like you, dejected and trapped in the hell life had become for me. Just because I was 20 kgs overweight, I drank and I smoked daily, and I hated myself. So much so that I could not even look at myself in the mirror without feeling sorry for myself. I tried going to the gym a couple of times, but with my quest for shortcuts and the misguidance of trainers who pushed me into taking supplements and steroids, instead of losing weight and gaining my confidence back, I gained 5 more kilos and lost all the remaining confidence I had in myself. But one night, after days of being depressed and crying myself to sleep, I knew that nobody would come and save me. So I decided that I would change my life and save myself by being the help that I needed. So I started researching online about nutrition, the best and the most effective workouts that could help professionals get results which were quick and lasting. And my interest in fitness began to skyrocket. I studied and studied by myself for years until I could finally transform myself and look like this. That too, without working out by lifting heavy weights like a maniac at the gym, or without harmful supplements, and that. Just by eating the foods that I loved and enjoyed from home, and from my favorite fried chicken brand in the whole world. And it's so good that I can't even stop eating it right now. Soon after, I realized that this journey had not only transformed me, but had also helped me find my true calling in life. So I gave up my high-paying corporate job, got my certifications and founded ASF Online, India's best fitness mentorship startup that solely focuses on transforming busy Indian working professionals and entrepreneurs transform into shredded superstars in less than 90 days, without giving up on simple joys of life like good food and social celebrations. Our fitness system is so powerful and simple that we've successfully used it to transform 1500 plus Indian and NRI working professionals. And the results, as you can see, are nothing short of amazing. Let's meet Prashant, a 41-year-old father hailing from Delhi who leads a pretty busy lifestyle. He could not even enjoy the simple joys of life, such as playing football with his son without being out of breath. He felt like his health and life were slipping away from his hands. Before working with us, he was doing his walks regularly, yet his weight was not just coming down. More so, his belly fat kept increasing so much, and he thought it was all because he was a vegetarian. His medical reports were all over the place with disrupted liver enzymes, high cholesterol, and pre-diabetic HbA1c levels. He had tried extreme approaches like keto diets and low-carb approaches, and believed that the only way to get fit past 40 was what every generic stupid gym trainer tells you: supplements and steroids. Yet he couldn't have been more wrong.
The best part is that it's not customizable. Right? It's a very, very customized program. Right? If you work out one day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever works for you, you just start with that. I'm sure the moment you start seeing that this program really, and there are, apart from me, there are numerous other proof that this program works. 3 महीने में आपको ऐसे train करेंगे that उसके बाद आपको किसी के help की जरूरत नहीं.
So how did we revamp his fitness and transform him from this to this in less than 90 days? We just used our ISP system and broke it down into 3 simple steps that changed the game for Prashant. Number 1, we sat down and figured out a schedule that Prashant could follow given his busy work schedule and his family responsibilities. Our ISP program was weaved and tailor-made exactly according to his lifestyle, where he spent only 20 minutes a day following this method, which required no gym, no fancy foods, or any extra effort from his side. Number 2, everything was monitored by our doctor and nutritionist, making sure that all his nutritional requirements were being met while he enjoyed his home-cooked meals, his favorite dosas and veg biryani, or pulao, or whatever. And just to make it clear, no fancy foods like avocados or quinoas were used. Needless to say, no banned substances were required, and his testosterone levels increased naturally, and so did his confidence. And 3, we made sure that he became self-accountable by showing him fast results and intervening wherever it was required and developing the confidence within him to do it himself. So he never needed to invest in a fitness coach ever again. And poof, that is how all the magic happened, and Prashant lost over 20 kgs, 7 inches from his waist, and got a 6-pack after the age of 40 and aged back 15 years right back to his 20s. And not just that, his focus, his endurance, and his productivity levels have gone through the roof, and the best part, he is now able to enjoy not just football, but even cricket and tennis matches with his son without feeling tired and sluggish. Listen to what he has to say.
I'd taken my son for his football coach, and there, because there were less people, so the coach was playing tennis, and I said, okay, let me join you. And I was playing tennis after a very long time. But surprisingly, I played for 30 minutes non-stop with him, not feeling tired, no aches and pains. Right? And that really made me believe that, yes, there is something that's really working.
All this happened while he continued being busy at work, eating good food at social events, and taking multiple adventure and family vacations. All of this through our simple 3-step ISP transformation system.
And I was just browsing through, and everywhere it was like, in 4 months you get the 6-pack abs and blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, it's really funny.
We have a 6-pack in 4 months. Hello.
Absolutely.
But I still know some of you think this is going to be difficult. Think again, because
approach breaks it down so simple.
not just Prashant, this is also the kind of transformation you deserve and I want from you. But how will we do it? You think you're too busy because you have piles of work and a family to take care of. Maybe you've tried extreme diets like keto, paleo, low carb, water fasting, and extreme exercising and HIIT, and maybe even fat burning supplements. If not that, then surely remedies from WhatsApp University like detox diets, green teas, lemon honey water. But nothing seems to work for you and changing what you see on the weighing scale. Maybe you feel like it is too late for you because you are already past your 20s and 30s and you feel like your body is going against you. Maybe you credit all of this belly fat to your drinking habits, which by the way, I also love. You say you're a foodie and your cravings get the better out of you. And that is why it seems impossible for you. So let us go back to the beginning of this video where we saw Mr. Virat Kohli and Mr. Scriptwriter, both of which very successful in their careers, with both having Indian genetics, also both having access to great trainers and nutritionists. But why do they look so different? Let me tell you, it is because of the same system being used that we have used to pull shocking transformation with our clients, transforming them from fat and lazy to strong and shredded. The same 3 steps that are the only right approach in this entire world to transform your body once and for all. Time to use your notebook and pen? Let's do this. So these are going to be 3 steps. Number 1, sustainable exercise regime. Number 2, balanced nutrition. And number 3, accountability towards execution. So let's start with step number 1, sustainable exercise regime. See, we have to face it that fitness is not the only thing you're going to be doing in life. You have office, family commitments and responsibilities, and a personal life which is equally as important. So you need a system where you work out how and when you like, even if it is as less as 2 or 3 times a week and for less than 30 minutes at one time. So these exercises are not going to be random exercises. These exercises are going to be a combination of exercises in tune with your body type, your schedule that you can execute consistently. This is because we realize that no 2 people are alike. The way they look, the way they move, the way they talk, or even the way they think. Let alone that, even their goals are different. While Mr. A could want to build his arms, Mr. B could be focused on getting rid of his lower belly fat. So how can their workouts be generic and same? And because of this intricacy, these workouts are so powerful that you don't just pack on muscle, but it also fixes your metabolism and your body becomes a fat burning furnace. And I totally understand if you don't have the time, motivation, or intention to go to the gym. Because I don't and most of my clients don't. Because we can replicate the exact same results from training at home as long as you are really committed in doing so. And that's why this process works like magic. I have provided the exact exercises you can do right now and see changes in your belly fat and body structure at the end of this video, so keep watching. Number 2, balanced nutrition, where you understand that food is nothing but energy, and all the extreme diets that you see online, where these so-called experts are telling you to quit your carbs and your favorite foods, are nothing but scams to rob you of your pockets. Because as Indians, we've been eating our rotis, rice and dals for centuries. If all this was so harmful, our population would have been destroyed a long time ago and not have grown to the number that we are today. Now through these simple techniques, you will learn how to eat all the things you love, whether they are fried chicken, chole bhature or golgappe. And because you eat like a normal person and enjoy your life to the fullest, you make sure to get the best out of the both worlds, which means amazing progress while eating what you want. And your metabolism rewards you instead of punishing you and allows quicker progress. Now, if you've tried any extreme dieting approaches, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I have provided a simple Indian dieting framework after this video, which you can literally use to cheat your way and make sure that you reduce your belly while eating your rotis, rice and even chole bhature. So keep watching. These same techniques were used by our client Harshveer, who's a busy tech professional, and see how he looks right now. And Harsh, who's a YouTuber and is always traveling for work. Or Karan, who's an established author and an HR professional who has erratic work timings. Or Dr. Manpreet, who's a neurosurgeon. If these people with such hectic schedules can do it, and that too without any additional effort, why can't you? Number 3, accountability towards execution. Now, even if you aren't a fitness expert per se, you at least know that if you exercise more, and that doesn't mean just go to the gym, it could be anything, walking, dancing, swimming, or just cutting down some processed foods from your diet, you will see some results. But you still don't do it. Ever wondered why? Because you're not motivated to be consistent enough. Or maybe you've tried approaches in the past which made you gain some progress, but then it stopped. You don't know what went wrong. You didn't even know what you were doing, and then you got stuck into a loop of no results and endless frustration. Ever wondered why that happened? I'll tell you. That is because you lacked self-accountability. Now imagine a certified team of coaches who train you with the right set of exercises and mindsets that is prepared by analyzing your body and the current way and style of thinking and your schedule. So you can unlock body recomposition for your particular body, where you don't just lose fat or gain muscles, but do both at the same time. And then we have our doctor, our nutritionist, making sure that you don't have all the right resources, but you also have a group of professionals giving you the right push until you reach your transformation. And because of this accountability, you develop the confidence of learning the art and maintain your results while doing everything by yourself. This is how you transform for a lifestyle and transform yourself without needing any coach ever again in your life. Because congratulations, you have now become self-accountable. Just with this simple approach, see how our client Amol Shirodkar, who's a celebrity chef, looks right out of college while he recently celebrated his 38th birthday. And not just him, I have worked closely with 1500 plus men and women in similar situations and have helped them get similar results for themselves. Write this down on a paper. True fitness is actually freedom. Freedom to know and execute fitness on autopilot. Freedom to not constantly worry about your hanging belly. Freedom to not always think about dieting and exercise, and ultimately, freedom to love yourself and your life. And that can only happen once you have a fitness system that is enjoyable and accessible and doesn't consume away happiness from your already stressful life. So let us summarize what your fitness system should look like. Number 1, it should cut down on your belly fat completely. Number 2, it should make you feel young and youthful and not old and tired. 3, it should not restrict you from eating the foods that you enjoy. 4, it should not make you slog away for hours and hours at the gym. And 5, it should not kill your social life under any circumstances. And this system is what we create and customize at ASF day in and day out. And that's why I want to present to you a life-changing opportunity by offering you a 1-hour long fitness consultation call with me or one of my senior transformation experts, where we understand your current situation and lifestyle and help you create a simple yet effective fitness strategy that works exclusively for you, so you understand how you can transform your body once and keep the results forever, ultimately having the freedom of fitness that you desire without compromising on your work and personal life. Not only that, right after you book this call, you're going to be receiving a bundle of free fitness bonuses on your WhatsApp number that I personally used to transform myself and my clients, along with the guidelines and recipes that you can follow as a fellow Indian food lover and start enjoying the right balance of eating foods that you enjoy without worrying about your weight increasing. You're going to be receiving number 1, a detailed fat loss exercise guide, an Indian food recipe guide with 300 plus recipes, an Indian fat loss guide, an affirmations and visualizations guide so that you have a rock solid mindset, a fat loss friendly grocery list that you can start using literally right now. And number 6, a blood work analysis guide and how to study it without a doctor's intervention so that you can be your own health expert. All of these things, when combined together, along with your one-on-one consultation call, will come out to be at least 20,000 Indian rupees. But I want to give you this opportunity to avail all of this in a never heard before, dirt cheap rate listed below. So finally, I have 3 questions I want you to answer. First, do you feel like now enough is enough and you deserve to live a fit and healthy life? Second, do you think like you owe your health and fitness to your loved ones and work that solely depends on you? And lastly, do you want to be helped to come out of this vicious cycle and finally achieve the fitness that you ever wanted for yourself? If the answers to these questions are yes, then this consultation call will change your life. It all begins with you helping me help you. But wait, before you book this call, remember, this is not going to be a scammy, lose weight, fast scheme or a magic pill that will change your life without any commitment from your end. This call is for legitimate and serious professionals and entrepreneurs who are serious enough to do what it takes to achieve the freedom and fitness that they have always wanted. This means that you must be able to spend some time, money, and be easily coachable to make your fitness dream come true. So please only book this call if you're doing well in your career and are extremely committed on making a life-changing transformation. Not 6 months into the future, but right now. You must also have the bandwidth to follow a proven step-by-step system that has worked for me and more than 1500 plus people in India and internationally so far. We have a strict adherence to these rules and we reject all applications that don't meet these criteria. If you agree to that and this feels like an opportunity of a lifetime for you, then you can go ahead, click the button below and schedule a call with us, where we will give you your customized game plan along with the investment to get started. But you have to act fast, as this video will be seen by hundreds of people, which is way more than our calendars can accommodate on a given basis. We only work with 7 clients at max at a given time, so I will be awarding slots simply on a first come first serve basis for the next 7 days or till when the slots run out and this video is taken down forever. So click the button below, answer a few questions to see if you qualify and schedule a consultation call with us for the next available slot. Do it right now. Now you only have 2 options from here. Number 1, do nothing at all. You can forget about all that you learnt in this video and go back to your old life doing what you've always done. And as a result of which, you will get what you've always gotten. If that was what you wanted, I'm sure you wouldn't be watching this. In that case, doing nothing would definitely not work for you. You have to take action to change and you have to take it fast. Number 2, do what needs to be done in order to make a life-changing transformation. You have to accept that in order to achieve your fitness goals and lose that belly in the fastest time possible, the best way is to use a proven step-by-step system from somebody who's already where you want to be and somebody who's helped thousands of people achieve the same results that you are seeking so that you can avoid all the dejection, pain, effort, time and money on doing it by yourself and still hoping and praying that it works for you because you're still not sure whether you'll succeed or not. So spare yourself the torture, click the link below, schedule your call with us and let's change your life together.